The business strategy from AI, right? Okay, now the AI is just a tool. You see a lot of people on Facebook, they like to use AI to make themselves look really pretty or really handsome. It's just good for themselves. Sometimes they are in Iron Man suits, sometimes they are in cowboy dressing. It just makes them happy. It doesn't make them money and so on. I don't do any of those because I want to use AI to make money for me. I want to use that as business. Okay? How do you convert this to money? The business strategy first is to find a niche in this case, I choose parenting niche as the niche market. Nothing to do with internet marketing, how to make money. I'm not doing any of those niche. Why? Well, because I don't want to be serving that niche. I want to go for a mainstream market. I want to go for a market that have millions of people who I can tap on. Why would I want to reach these internet marketers, people want to make money online, which is so saturated with like 1,000 other marketers trying to compete for that same market? Create a core product. The core product is newsletter. By clicking a button, I could create a newsletter every single day. How far can I go? Oh, very far. But let's say, just for simplicity wise, I just need 365 articles for time being. If I can do a 1-year newsletter, it will be enough for me to make money. Not that hard. And then I use the same AI engine and create different AI tools to create different formats of content to be published in social media for organic traffic. So I don't spend money to build the business. All goes for organic. And that's why I choose parenting niche. Because if the content is good, what do you think parents do? They like to share with other parents. So they will share with their other parenting friends. Good niche market. So from that core content, I could turn that into video, I could turn that into podcast, I can do everything. Because I will have AI app that convert the text into what? Text to speech. Text to speech go into podcasts. All of those can be done. And then I could use a different software. Like in our company, we have automation card that can help us to automate most of these things. Mail out the newsletter, publish to social media, put it into TikTok and everything else. But how do we make money from this? Simple. We sell newsletter advertising. If I can create just 365 issues daily, I will probably be able to build quite some subscribers. And instead of me trying to think what to sell, all this kind of stuff, I just sell advertising. Because there will be other parenting products, physical products, courses, coaching, events, and the list goes on in the parenting niche who would want to advertise their stuff. So each time I mail out, I make money. So I mail out, I make money. Because I'm taking advertising, I'm not doing affiliate marketing. How cool is that? If I have 365 issues, if I can make money just half of those issues, I'll be happy. Why I'll be happy? Because it's an automated business. Now, if this business picks up after 1 year, then I can consider to turn it into a real business. This is how my brain thinks. Just for the record, my brain don't entertain the notion of making money online. My brain only works on building business, which means all the things that I teach or I do is to lean towards to build a business. Because if I can build a business, the business will make money for me, not my activity to make money. I know this may not jam with everybody, but I'm just giving you my humble opinion. If you are trying to make money online, you're chasing the shiny object thing, end of the day, you build nothing. Trust me, we have gone through that process for so many times. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've gone through all that process, from making money with AdSense to mobile ads to mass production of Kindle books. I've done all those. And what happened to all of those today? Nothing. Builds nothing. Starting from zero again if I was to do it. But if I build a business, example, build the Patric Chan brand for the past 20 years, I'm here with you. You see the difference? Instead of trying to make money online. So same thing, anything that you do. In order to build a business, I don't want to put all my resources in because it's risky. Any businessman or businesswoman would know this, that You only go double down when you see results. So for the first year, it's just going to run for the first few months to see how it goes. Is it building subscribers? Is it not? And so on. We have our own way of finding content and they put inside the AI engine. So the articles, it is not taking from property of others, because we cannot do that. We cannot take Stephen Covey's book and put inside and say, write articles, parenting based on Stephen Covey's book. You cannot do that. You will get sued, right? You cannot take other people's content that way. So how do you find content? Let me share with you some other resource, including this. If you're going for evergreen niche market, there's public domain, another secret source that you can use. And the good news is with AI, you can train the AI to be intelligent, to change the so-called old English to become modernized. This is something that you cannot do in the past because you need human to do it, which is almost impossible. If you go to Google and you search for public domain, there's a lot of things to learn from there. I'm not here to teach you about making money from public domain, but I'm just sharing with you a simple resource how you can tap on this. But basically, I believe any content that's produced before 1928, I could be wrong, or 1932, falls under public domain. Example, Think and Grow Rich. How many of you have heard that book before by Napoleon Hill? Yeah? Think and Grow Rich. That is a public domain. Imagine you take the 300 plus pages of content and put it as your AI engine and create Think and Grow Rich for parents. There you go, right? But it doesn't end there. Publicdomainfiles.com, Gutenberg.org, these are the main source of how you find public domain. But do you know that every content created by the US government is public domain to Americans? You need to go and do further research, go Google and learn about it. But that's what I know of. Of course, if you're not an American, it may not apply to you. But if you're American, if you go to census.gov, all the content there are public domain. Do you know how many valuable stats, content, every single things are there? And they're all public domain, which means you can use them. Now I bring this up, even though if you're not an American, is you're gonna go check in your own country, are the content created by your government, is it public domain or not? And usually it is, because it's the citizen's property. Because you're the taxpayer, it is your property. So you can go and figure that out later on. And you can do further research if public domain content by US government, is it extended to people who are outside of USA or not? Next, I'm going to show to you, to help you